How's it going, guys? I'm Andrew with Nautilus Spearfishing, and today I'm going to show you guys how to put the internals from one Rob Allen mechanism, well, one Rob Allen cartridge into another cartridge. We sell these guys here. These are the Rob Allen butt extensions. I've had a few customers pick these up and then they're like, hey man, there's like no how-to on how to do this. And well, that's why we're here. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that real nice and easy. Come on in here. We got Oscar behind the scenes. What's up, Oscar?
What's up, guys?
What's up, what's up? So check it out. This is your Rob Allen gun. This is a Vecta 2 housing with a Vecta 3 mechanism. We already took it apart, but I'm going to show you guys how to pop it out. You're going to have a pin in here just like that. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get something about the same diameter as that pin, and what you're going to do is you're going to get on one end of it. Obviously don't put it on concrete. You're going to want to use something like what we have here, a wooden bench, and you're going to basically put this pin on top of the other one, and you're just going to hammer it. Eventually you're going to hammer it to a point where the pin's going to stick out like that, and you can sometimes just take it out with your fingers, your hands, or sometimes you can use a plier and pull it out. Once you get it out, there's really nothing else you have to do. You just well, it's a little hard here with my finger, but you can kind of pry this out sometimes with a little flathead, just like that, and the cartridge is going to come out. The internals would be in this, but I've already gutted it to speed up the process, and I'll show you guys pretty much what it looks like in here real quick. Oscar, if you don't mind, I'm going to grab the camera. All right, guys, that is what a mechanism looks like inside of the cartridge. You're going to have a pin right in here. That's for the line release. It is this pin here. It's a plastic pin that goes in that holds the line release. At that point, then you're going to have the sear with a spring here. You're then going to pretty much remove one of the pins up here. There's going to be two pins on the top of the cartridge. You're going to push out the first one, then this piece is going to come out. This whole piece right here with the spring. Don't lose the little spring in there, okay, guys? After you do that one, you could pull out that back pin. The back pin is then going to release right here. It's going to release the trigger pull. So don't lose that. The safety consists of this little spring and this plastic piece. That goes right in here, and you're going to want to take that out. Make sure the safety faces the same way. You're going to have this little piece always facing forward. Okay, I'm going to show you guys now how to put it back together. I'm going to give the camera back to Oscar here. There you go. All right. So check it out, guys. To put this thing, you're just going to pretty much put it back together the same way that we see it here. We're going to start from the back and work our way to the front. So we're going to put the safety back in there, just like that. We're going to help, kind of help get it in there. You'll notice it's right back in the safety position, no problem. Then we're going to put that spring in there. Remember, it's the fatter spring, not the skinnier one. The skinnier one goes for the sear on the front. Sometimes it's a little tricky getting this in there. Sometimes I get it on the first try. Sometimes it takes me a million tries, but don't get frustrated with it. Just kind of keep working it until you guys get it positioned nice and easy there. Okay, cool. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the trigger pull. Sorry guys, the GoPro LCD sometimes turns off on us, and we got to see what we're doing here. So you're gonna get that little nub, and you're gonna put it inside the spring, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna line it up so the holes match up with the trigger pull and the housing. Once you get it to line up, you're gonna get that pin that we originally took out. You're gonna try to work it in there till it goes through both of them, and pretty much there it is. You don't want to maybe get a hammer and just tap it lightly to make sure that, tap it lightly, boom, boom, to make sure you got it in there. To see how the safety's working, you see how I'm pulling, not a lot of pull there. Safety on, off, and now I can pull it all the way back. So we know our safety's actually working. So that's great. Next up, we got our sear right here. Okay, so the sear's gonna go in with the spring as well. There's actually a little piece inside the housing that has a little nub. It will not have that if you have one of the really old cartridges. But obviously, at that point, you may want to just upgrade the mechanism. So here we go. We're going to put this in back here, okay? We're going to line up the spring with that little divot that's inside the housing, and then here comes the tricky part, which will be actually lining up the freaking hole here. Let's see if we can get it. I think I got it. Hold on, guys. Stay tuned. Sometimes it's a little tricky. All right, and we look like we're gonna get it now, and there it is. Got it lined up. Gotta get that second pin in there. Let's see if we can get it right. Get it right, get it tight. I think we got it. Yep, we got it. So check it out. Let's get it back in there. So it's lined up. That spring is lined up with the divot. You'll notice it's going to actually work because when the shaft gets engaged, you'll see it's going to toggle right there. Now I pull it, everything goes back down, toggle, pull, and that's actually what's going to release the line release. So let's finish it off. We'll put the line release back in. Line release, you're going to want to put it in between the both pieces. You want the sear right in the middle. You're then going to pull it forward until it lines up. You're going to get that plastic pin, and you're going to put it right in there, introduce it. And this one's a little tricky because it's a little tighter, so you got to kind of have to work it in there. See, we're off by a little bit there. So we're going to have to kind of pull it down a sec here. A little bit more. Sometimes it's a little tricky. There's times that I'll get it on the freaking first try, and then other times it takes me forever. We got it lined up here, so it's... Oh, no! I'm a professional, guys. I know what I'm doing. Alright. And then you're going to get it lined up. And get it set up right there. So then pretty much there's your line release. There's your trigger engaged. There it goes. We know that it's working. No problem. Boom. And the safety. We have the safety right now on. Will not release. Safety off. There it goes. So guys, that's pretty much it. To put the... let's put it back in. So... believe it or not, we just put it, by the way, we just built it back because we're not, you know, we didn't do it on this one because then we'd have to do it all over again, but it's the same exact housing. The only difference is the one has the butt. We still got to sell this Rob Allen, so we're going to put the original housing back in it. So how do we do that? We got to put this guy back in there, and then you're going to have that one pin that goes right back here. You're going to smack it in there, give it a couple love taps, call it a day. Guys, that is it. Thanks for watching. More to come. See you later.